Okay, this is the final video of this lecture. Let's see if it will let me get to where I need to be. We're looking at intertextuality. And so here, I'm going to give you some examples of how we see Doctor Who intertexting itself as well as some other things. So when we see Lady Addison, she's reading The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. We see her books being brought in several times. So these are direct textual references, but it is a kind of intertextuality because we now know what kind of personality she is based on the kind of things she reads. So she reads Agatha Christie, she invites her to her home, so we have a little bit more insight into her. The second one, I'm not sure you got it. Some students did in talking in class. This, we have the professor who was killed in the library with lead piping. In England they say lead piping, we would just say a lead pipe. And this was an intertext with clue, or as the British people say, Cluedo. They add a D-O to the end. And so, again, very popular game, most people know, and so this was a direct intertext. And again, if you've never played Clue, you don't know anything about it, you didn't lose anything by watching this scene, but if you know some things about Clue, it just made this a more humorous depiction that they decided to do, this intertext with Clue, and you were able to catch the reference. And then finally we have, specifically when the Doctor pulls out of his trunk, Death in the Clouds, which is not really an Agatha Christie novel. But we have this portrayed with the wasp, etc. So he's already kind of basically told us by showing us this what was going on with the wasp, but we don't yet know the whole story. And so it's intertexting not only Agatha Christie's novels, it's intertexting the episode itself into something shown within the episode. So it's kind of a double intertextuality of itself. And so when sorting through his chest, we see the Doctor pull out a part of the Cyberman, a crystal ball that comes from the Shakespeare Code, an edition of Agatha Christie's Death of the Cloud. We hear Donna refer to her fiancé's betrayal, and we hear the Doctor talk about his run-in with Charlemagne. So again, if you don't catch those, or let's say, for example, you hadn't seen the Shakespeare Code, which is not required in the class, then it was just another, crystal ball he moved to the side. But if you knew the episode, you understood its significance. Same thing with Donna's reference to her boyfriend. That just reminds us of the first time she met the Doctor. But if you didn't see The Runaway Bride, you don't know that background, then, you haven't lost anything. But for those of us who have seen it, it was a nice reminder of Donna's history with the Doctor. And same thing with his encounter with Charlemagne. Never televised, but written about, so you could read it. Also just deepens our understanding of the type of adventures that the Doctor has undergone. So again, with intertext, it doesn't take anything away from you, from enjoyment if you don't get it, but it can add to and deepen your understanding of something by its use. So this is finally the end, after 10 lecture segments, of the lecture on humanities within Doctor Who in these 3 episodes.